So there's another thing about inflation that mostly in the public debate, people in the debate adhere to the monetary theory of inflation. Basically, is what Friedman said, that inflation is first and foremost a money thing. The more money chasing fewer goods. Another way of looking at inflation is that it's a distributional thing. So higher increases in prices are bad for some people and good for other people. The ultra low inflation target, 2%, that the ECB has, is not necessarily the best for the economy. And to have 3 or 4% stable inflation is good in many ways. It's good.
Like what? Why would that be good?
Well, it's good for everybody who has debt. That's the real values debt is going down faster. If it's stable inflation, it doesn't disrupt the economy. The real danger of inflation is that it's volatile, that price levels are changing, so you can't do long-term planning, and therefore businesses can do what they need to do. So higher inflation is good for debtors and it's bad for creditors. Again, it's a political thing.
Yeah, but one thing about that argument that always confuses me a little bit is like, if it's stable inflation, won't interest rates just adjust for higher inflation? So in a 4% economy, you need to pay 6% interest rates on your loans, and in a 2% economy, you need to pay 4% interest. So it doesn't matter.
It could be, yeah. It could be. So so there's different channels. One channel is if you're a debtor, higher interest rates are good because your debt goes down. However, if the interest rates move with inflation, you have to pay higher interest. That goes against it. The balance might still be positive. If you're a creditor, you hate inflation. So central banks, by pursuing inflation targeting and setting ultra low inflation targets, have really been acting in the interest of creditors. For businesses, for productive businesses, having stable inflation of, let's say, 4 or 5% is not so bad. Actually, given the time that it takes to produce, and that meanwhile prices are going up, it's easier to make a profit, to make a monetary profit in an environment where there is moderate and stable inflation than in an ultra low inflation environment. So I think it's really a distributional variable. It's not so much a monetary variable only.
So one thing that I do wonder about that is that, and this is something which I thought was interesting, that we had this higher inflation now, is that I saw it more sort of on the micro level, if we talk like scientists, in the sense that, so you have this inflation number now of 9%, for example, right? But it's very different per product category. So it doesn't necessarily mean that your profits or your revenue as a business also goes up by 9%. That varies very much, differs per what category you're in, right?
Yeah, right. Of course. Yeah.
But maybe
if you're using a lot of energy,
that maybe then.
Yeah. Now, if you're a very energy intensive company like paper production or bakeries, they're in big problems now because of the energy prices, not because of the general level of inflation.